they are. These buildings are ancient, older than anything else we've seen on Kobo. You know your way around Kobo, don't you? Thanks for the assist. Thanks, friend. Mantis is back in action. Come on, BD. Let's meet him at the landing pad. Door wouldn't last against a roller mine. But where are we gonna find one around here? probably going to die.
Trust in the Force, Padawan.
We'll get around faster now. I'll check it out. Let's check it out. Thanks for the help. Z, you're looking good as new.
Indeed, that mechanical mixologist is a miracle worker. I must know, did you locate the key to Tanalor?
It's complicated, but we'll find it.
Monk told me what transpired while I was asleep. To think the Jedi Order is no more, that must have been dreadful for you. We have both been through so much, but we must persevere, Cal. After all, what else is there to do?
That's right. You've got room for one more?
I shall remain here, but if you need my counsel, I will be at the saloon. I am very fortunate to have met you, Cal Kestis.
I found something out there.
Oh yeah, what do you got? Another holocron?
A Jedi. From the time of the High Republic, somehow preserved in Bacta. Dagan Gera. I freed him.
What happened?
He attacked me. Escaped with the Bedlam Raiders. He's who they've been looking for. Says the Jedi betrayed him and turned to the dark side.
Are you okay, kid?
Tanalor. It's real, Grease. It's hidden somewhere in the Abyss.
Oh, that's impossible! The Abyss eats any ship that gets too close!
The Republic found a way through hundreds of years ago. That's why they built that array in the forest.
A hidden world that nobody's been able to reach for centuries. If you figured out how to cross the Abyss, you could just disappear.
Completely. No Bedlam Raiders. No bounty hunters.
No galactic empire.
I'm just spitballing here, but that does sound like a place that someone could call home.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a home.
Get your feet down. All right, I'm going back to the cantina.
You know, Grease, we could use a real pilot.
I don't know. I mean, you're doing okay on your own. I mean, you could clean the Patoli weave every now and then.
We don't know the Mantis like you do. Nobody does.
Cal. I'm sorry. My best days are behind me. I can't even hold my cards steady.
I know things are different from how they used to be, but I'm not sure I could do this without you.
Is that really how you feel?
It is.
Well, I mean, I guess I could have Monk keep his eye on the saloon.
Greasy money. All right. You in? I mean, there's not gonna be much in the way of credits.
Cal, this is better than any score. Imagine, no more looking over your shoulder. A safe place for us, for the ones we love.
If anyone knows about a lost Jedi world, it's here.
Jedi! Aha! It's about time you paid that lady a visit. All right, I'm gonna make us some food before we go.
So who's this seer we're going to see?
A mentor of mine. Rescued me from the Empire on Braca and dragged me halfway across the galaxy.
Sounds like you two went through a lot together.
We did. Been a long time since I've seen her.
Want to set out? In my experience, you gotta chase a lead when it's hot.
How's it feel to be back on the Mantis?
Good. Thinking about whipping up some curried burrafish. Kitchen looks in better shape than the rest of the ship, kid.
I definitely saw less action since you left.
You're telling me. The spice levels haven't moved. Did you cook even one decent meal for yourself these last years?
I'm not half the cook you are, Grease. And maybe only 3/4 the pilot.
Very kind, but the first chance we get, I'm making you a plate of Great Granny Pyloon's umber hash.
My favorite. Can't wait.
So, we headed to Jeddah or what?
Grease, did I hear you mention curried burrafish?
Yeah, that's right. It's a Latero dish. You ever been there?
No, but I love the cuisine. Anytime I see a Latero dish on the menu, I'm a happy man.
Finally, a crew member of taste and culture. Tell you what, once we get to Jeddah, I'll make a Great Grandma Pyloon's Latero surprise.
I'm looking forward to it.
The new fella. Howdy.
Howdy back at you.
If you're looking for a side, you might want to trek to the higher edges of the canyon.
Is it worth the hike?
I wouldn't know. Never been there myself. Too steep to climb. And there's a lot of creatures up there. Some of them won't even eat you.
Sounds like paradise.
It's a tough climb, but you'll find a way up. And you'll see the true majesty of Kobo. I just know it.
Well, you got a mean look to you.
I do?
Yeah, like you're not afraid of nothing. Maybe you can find out what all this fuss is about. There's a shack, nestled way out near the caverns. Folks call it Key's Workshop.
What's in the workshop?
Misery. And maybe treasure, or so I hear. If you're in the area, could be worth a visit.
Always having visions of the future.
Wait, I'm getting a premonition.
What is it?
In her future, Tulakt will quit fortune-telling and get a real job.
Hey, I got a lot of courage. Remember that time I fixed your roof in the rain?
That's because you broke that roof. Meanwhile, I once took out a shiverpede with my bare hands.
Hey, it was already dead, and you don't even have hands. You just kicked it out the door. Unlike me, I once came face to face with a Mandalorian, and I told her to bugger off.
You did? Really?
Well, I thought about it. I didn't actually say or do anything, but I had a plan in my head, and that's more than anyone in this outpost could say.
Well, of course they couldn't. To have a plan in their head means to have something in their head, which they don't.
Come on in, look around. Glad to hear the Mantis is up and running again.
Hard to imagine life without her.
Don't worry. That thing's as sturdy as a bamboo.
Not sure Grease would like his ship compared to a bantha.
Do I look like I care much what he thinks of me?
No, you don't.
That's right. I don't see what all the fuss is about with that droid.
I think she's talking about Z.
It's like that's all people want to talk about.
A droid that old is pretty exciting.
Well, I'm old. No one wants to talk about me. Look, let me tell you. I was one of the first people in this town, and I have seen a whole lot of fads and flavors of the week.
Like what?
We once had a fire juggler come in. People paid to see her, too. 50 credits a pop.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. Till she burned half the food silo down.
Ah, not fun.
See, stuff that's new is exciting, sure, but what really counts is consistency, reliability. Could be great for you. You got a good eye.
This one.
All fair's fine.
When is it ever not bad with you?
Stakes were raised, Mosey. The way Zeke was looking at me with his crazy eyes. I swear if Cal weren't there, I would have been 6 feet under.
Speak of the Gundark, there's your savior.
Hey there, Mosey. You stop into Pyloon's often?
I check in every now and then. Raiders like to pick on the helpless.
And your axe screams, "Fight me! I dare you! I double dare you! You two-time and dirty!"
All right, settle down.
How long have the Raiders been here?
Few years. Not long after I arrived. I don't know a planet in the Outer Rim free of raiders in general, but these bedlam bastards have changed Kobo forever. Most hunters know you cull when you need to, and you stop hunting when a herd gets too low. These raiders kill for sport, and made a lot of those beasts much more hostile to us. Take Shepherdpedes, for example. When they lose habitat, they get territorial and fight back.
Same as us, really.
Sure enough. Biggest mistake our kind ever made was thinking we are any different.
Cal, I gotta confess something.
Here we go.
That tech I tried to sell to Ravis, there's more of it in the valley. A building right in the center. You can't miss it. So I was thinking, you head there and check things out, and we split whatever you find 50-50.
We'll see, Turgle.
Cal, look at this saloon.
Monk's been really busy.
And I helped by staying out of the way. Did you know there's even a garden on the roof?
Rooftop garden, huh?
That's right. What are you waiting for? It's just up the stairs. Go check it out. Finally, it's nearly here, Mosey. My birthday is right around the corner.
I feel like you've been talking up your birthday next week for a few moons now.
Exactly. The anticipation is killing me. But I've been giving it a real hard think, and I finally know what I want.
You better not be hollering about grabbing one of my neckos again.
Oh, no, of course not, Mosey. I'm thinking something bigger. Much bigger. Something that matches my new persona. Maybe something with teeth.
Turgle, you ain't got no teeth.
That's beside the point.
Hey, Monk.
Good to see you, Cal. Word is there's a traveling troubadour and a DJ droid from the core worlds on Kobo.
Not what I expected you to say. Any idea where they're there?
They've hiked out onto the valley plateau to sample the sounds of the wild.
The sounds of the wild can come from creatures that kill you.
Can't drop those beats if you're dead.
I'll see if I can find them.
I suspected as much.
Greetings, Sojourner.
Just Cal will do.
It will not.
Okay. You don't look like the other prospectors.
No, no, no. They unearth riches. Tulakt excavates that which cannot be so easily grasped.
Make a lot of credits in that line of work?
Wisdom is a good that never decays and is always in short supply. Now is not the time to speak. Emerald pyres, buried fires. The winds remember.
Strangest thing, I was enjoying a lively constitutional earlier today.
Really? You?
I deserve that. Anyway, I saw the strangest duo putting around the far side of the valley. One was tall and quiet, one short and babbling. They had stopped to inspect some beastly carcass. This had you written all over it.
I deserve that.
I hear Monk's going to be looking after this place.
Looks like it.
What do you think? Will this sorry watering hole profit from a change in management?
I trust Monk. He's practically running the place already.
I've always thought droids lacked the creative impulse to succeed in business.
How's your creative impulse working out for you?
Well played. Not now. Barkeep. Another drink, barkeep. Put it on my tab.
Tab? Short on credits, are you?
Yeah, but I've got a crate of Corsican peg nuts in storage. Just have to find a buyer.
Peg nuts? He'll be hard-pressed to offload that cargo out here. I'll start a tab around. But let's not make a habit out of it, hmm?
But Turgle's middle name is Tab.
True, but he'll never leave Kobo. And it's all you to talk about.
You were listening to me?
Always.
I think I'll have a salted Staga sub.
The Staga sub? Why, that's last month's special.
You've changed the blasted menu again? Grease can't leave well enough alone.
Well, you know, Grease, the boss is a culinary innovator who just can't be stopped. But perhaps I can interest you in an iodized Gaunt roast? Hmm? An old favorite of yours, I believe.
Old favorite?
Oh, so tender you'll want to buy at dinner.
Have I really been stranded here long enough to have an old favorite?
Well, you know, time flies when your disposition is as sunny as an O'Barn graveyard. Word has it that Greasy Money Dritus is reunited with the Stinger Mantis. At long last.
I managed to convince him to come with us.
Figured as much. And you tell Grease that Pyloons will be standing when he gets back.
He'll worry every second. That's Grease for you.
Just take care of the old space goat for me, will you? And besides, we both know his captain's chair belongs in a starship.
Fair enough. I appreciate the hospitality, Monk.
Safe travels, Cal Kestis. And you might want to leave before Grease gets second thoughts. I imagine he's nervous to hop in the pilot's seat again.
So what'd you do before you came here?
I used to perform in a medicine show. I was required to dress in garish outfits and read fortunes, while others would scam the audience.
That sounds a little demeaning.
Yes, but the experiences we carry always have a use, Sojourner. When I arrived on Kobo, I noticed a charlatan trying to swindle someone with fool's priorite.
How'd you know?
He wore long sleeves in the heat.
Sleight of hand, huh? I saw a merchant on Corellia do that.
An old trick. Well, I stopped the sale, and Doma has been grateful ever since.
And the swindler?
Tried the trick on the raiders, so I hear, and sealed his fate. I must be alone now.
Oh, you're here. Good. I wanted to get your feedback on some new moves of mine.
Sorry, Turkle. No time. We're headed out for a while.
You're leaving? You'll be back, right? Right?
I'm pretty sure we will.
Oh, that's good. Deep breath, Turgle.
You'll be fine. Just don't go making any more shady deals.
Shady deals? Please, Cal. Shady deals are so old, Turgle. I'm fully on the path of self-improvement now.
All the same, keep out of trouble.
Cal, were you really riding a Neko? Or is Turgle telling tales?
Sure was. Found some Nekos in the forest.
And you tame one right out of the gate? You are a natural, Cal. You know, I'm a nature lover myself. I keep a few of the tamer critters in the outpost stables.
I'm new to this whole riding thing. Think I could stop by and grab some tips?
You bet. Talk soon.
Cal, shouldn't you be hitting the hyperlanes or whatever? The sooner you're gone, the sooner you're back. It's so good that you're back in town, Mosey.
Don't get too used to it. You know how I am. When this place gets a little too much, I feel the call to explore. There's always something out there to check out.
Oh, but I have so much to tell you about. It'll take ages.
And there it is, right on cue.
Let's see what we find up here.
Ah, lad! Cast your eyes over this beauteous tank.
Glad you came around to it.
It didn't make a fetching first impression. Have a mind to give it a third scrubbing. Cleaning the filter, you'd think someone tried to crab a mollusk through a sieve.
Oh, can't unhear that.
See, I still can't believe you were down in the basement for 200 years. Didn't you get lonely?
Oh, I don't know. I was in low power mode, so I'm not sure if company would have made a difference.
Imagine if you were unconscious during the last 2 centuries. The Republic fell from glory. The Empire rose to power. The Jedi Order dismantled. We get it. A lot went down while she was asleep. But ignorance can be bliss, right? I'm sorry, Z. I did not mean to be insensitive.
It's quite all right. In this case, perhaps my impairment was quite the blessing.
Maybe when you're feeling 100%, I'll take you up to the waterfall.
Waterfall? In my day, the boldest Jedi used to cliff dive.
I think things may have changed. Back in my day, that is, pre-Raider days, my friends and I used to jump off and look for priorite in the riverbed of Swindler's Wash. Priorite? That is a rare mineral around here. If you're feeling feisty, we could check it out sometime.
An outing with friends? Oh, how you miss the company when you've been deprived of it for 2 centuries.
Hey, Z. I heard Monk brought you up to speed on recent events?
I just don't understand. How can this shameful empire remain in power?
I don't know anybody who loves the Empire. But hey, there's money in Imperial salvage contracts. Plus, for most of us, life has not changed too drastically.
Oh, don't spare my circuits. Tell me what you really think.
Well, sure, things are different. Back home, practically every lab is under military funding. But things are a lot like under the Republic. We go about our lives, send delegates to the Senate, vote.
What a vote is worth these days.
It's so difficult to imagine a galaxy without the Jedi. Like a trifle without its rhodonium spark.
So, you really do not know much about the collapse of the Republic installations out here?
No, I'm afraid my stomach didn't afford me much of a vantage.
What's the last thing you remember?
That would be when the ceiling suffered a minor bout of structural fatigue.
Caused by an emergence, yeah.
An emergence?
Yes, freak hyperspace incident. Chunks of starship tearing through space at near light speed.
So this is what befell my masters.
I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Me too, Z.
Whatever this emergence did, it's clear to me that it didn't stomp out Kobo's spirit. Thank you, my friends.
Hey, Zig. Looks like you found some company up here. She tell you about the High Republic mystery tucked in the basement?
Come again?
Oh, we gotta hear this. You holding out on us, sister?
I would never. Allow me to start from the beginning.
This might take a while.
Spare us no details. Oh, hey! It's you! I saw you tearing through the woods. Remember me? Name's Toa. I'm a historian. Freelance these days.
Cal, also freelance. You planning on doing more exploring?
Of course. This is my first time beyond the Mid-Rim, but I can already tell this place is a trove. Centuries ago, folks couldn't wait to scratch out a living under a new sky. And hell, they sure chose a vibrant world.
Vibrant, huh?
Hey, let me know if you find any more of those chambers, yeah?
Will do.
Cal, I heard about a meditation chamber.
You gonna check it out?
I wish. It takes some serious acrobatics to access it, and...
I could give it a shot, Toa.
A shot? This coming from the guy who scales basalt pillars in the time it takes me to date my field journal. Happy hunting, you two. We'll talk soon.
Cal, how good to see you.
You too, Z.
Should you find any data discs from my day, I'd be happy to decrypt them for you. I imagine there are many that remain lost on Kobo.
We'll let you know if we do.
Cal, I hope I'm not intruding, but what happened to your Jedi Master?
He died during the Purge. Gave his life so I could escape. I can still hear his last words. Trust only in the Force.
Oh, Cal, I am so very sorry.
It was a long time ago.
2 centuries later, and Master Kree's last directive still rattles my memory banks.
I'll never forget. But that's how they're still with us.
I think you're right about that. You asked how life was different in my day. For one, I believe we were more charitable to one another.
Yeah, the Empire has everyone so afraid they just look out for themselves. What was it like back then?
Once I was running an errand for Master Kree, very time-sensitive business. I moved with such haste, I blew out my motivator. I was perfectly aware and completely immobile. Most embarrassing.
How'd you get moving again?
By chance, a friendly bystander diagnosed my predicament and graciously installed a replacement.
That's generous. Out here, they'd probably scrap you for parts. How'd you repay them?
I didn't. I never saw him again, but weeks later, I was able to help someone else. That chain of kindness kept the Republic going. For a while.
Cal, you've seen that waterfall near the forest, right?
Is that the spot the Raiders like to camp out at?
Afraid so.
Those abominable bullies. Why, this gem of a planet ought to be enjoyed by one and all.
So our expedition is a no-go?
Not unless you want to dodge some blaster fire.
No thanks.
Is there anywhere on this planet where one could relax safely with friends?
There's a few Raider-free pockets left. But Kobo ain't what it used to be.
I'll leave you to your new friends.
Catch you later, Cal.
This place could use some greenery. Wonder if I could find someone to help. All right, let's try planting these seeds we found. What do you think, BD? Here? Let's plant this here. And planted. This could bring some color to the garden. Let's plant this here. This is encouraging. I bet we can plant even more.
Coward!
Hey, Scuba. How's the water?
Ah, fine. I just wanted to thank you for lending me your tank. Plenty more space for plenty more fishes, though. Let's keep them all spinning, eh?
Ah, this place is starting to fill up, Cal. Guess the word is out.
It's looking pretty good.
Seeing this place start to get its legs feels like the start of something historic. What if, centuries from now, there's a city here? Even Eldera was just a lumber colony once.
Doma better start investing in urban planning.
True. Turgle told me he named a road after his foot. Seeing these High Republic ruins with my own eyes. How do you go back to the Academy after that?
Not something I expected to hear from a historian.
I didn't expect it either. Originally, I couldn't wait to wall myself into a library. Why visit one dig site when you could read about 30, right?
So what made you decide to leave?
It is hard to describe, but the more I learned, the more I wanted to get my hands dirty and live it. Not just read about it on a calf-stained terminal, you know?
What's your academy like?
Oh, amazing. Every building is partially suspended with repulsors. The campus looks like it's floating over the ground. It's magical.
That sounds like a hard place to leave behind.
It was, but things were changing. Looking down, you used to see nothing but nature. The ground is covered in ferrocrete now. All part of an Imperial control zone.
I still can't quite process that the Jedi are truly gone.
I know, Z. It took me a long time to accept it, too.
What is the galaxy to do without their guidance and leadership? It all seems so hopeless.
The Jedi didn't have a monopoly on virtue. Or the Force. We can still find our way. We just need to work together.
I very much hope that you're right. I'm curious, Cal. How did you get on after the Order was no more?
For a while, I lived in hiding. Worked for the Scrapper Guild on Braca.
Really? Do tell.
We salvaged starship wreckage. Mostly capital ships from the Clone Wars.
Oh, you must have been so frightened that they'd discover you.
Yeah, but I made some good friends. They didn't know, but I felt safer when I was around them.
Are they still on Braca?
Yeah, you could say that.
Do you know the hardest aspect of my new life here?
Does it rhyme with gurgle?
It does not. But guess then. Rather, it's my lack of purpose.
What sort of things did you used to do?
Oh, everything from cataloging data disks to collating star maps.
Well, I'd say you have a purpose. Everyone here seems to be happier since you arrived.
For now, sure. But next week they'll be pulling up some 400-year-old droid, I imagine.
I doubt it, Z. You're one of a kind.
I'm busy, young Jedi. No time to talk.
Not bad. I've seen worse rooftop gardens.
Cal! I hear I have you to thank for finding Z.
Finding? I believe the term you're looking for is rescuing.
Don't mention it.
And did I hear right that there is some sort of High Republic chamber beneath the cantina?
Yeah, but I'd be careful exploring it. I did a number on Z.
Probably not too structurally sound after all these years.
Excuse me?
She was talking about the chamber, Z.
Oh, my apologies, dear. I suppose the realization that I'm 2 centuries old has left me a bit touchy.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah, come on. You're a classic.
I do like the sound of that.
Hey, Toa. You mentioned things were changing at the Academy before you left.
It started when the Empire began dumping credits into our projects. Unlimited budget to fund our research. Great, right?
But there were strings attached.
Yes. We came under constant pressure from Imperial censors to conform to their propaganda. Anyone who did not play along was pushed out in favor of stooges whose work would never stand up under peer review.
No Moff or Governor wants to publish views that question Imperial dominance.
I mean, I understand. The censors have their own careers to think of.
It's okay, Toa. You don't have to defend a corrupt system.
No, I guess not. Some other time, okay?
Look at Toa. Always researching her next project.
I got a research topic for you. Find a way to leave the planet.
Something you need?
Always brings back memories.
Sojourner, Tulakt would speak with you.
You ever get homesick, Tulakt?
From time to time. There are quite a few things I miss.
Like what?
The many rivers, Belati trout leaping over the current, and the food that I crave.
Oh, yeah?
Handmade dumplings stuffed with potato and kushnip. I miss the taste of banson, a minty spice that enlivens every taste bud.
You should talk to Grease. Maybe he can whip something up that reminds you of home.
A wise suggestion, Sojourner.
A lot of prospectors around here. Have you ever tried your hand at mining Priorite?
Once. I found it enlightening. Some prospectors invited me to join them on an expedition. We descended to the mines, But when my back was turned, they fled.
They ditched you?
Yes. Alone, I calmly walked through the darkness, trusting my intuition. I found another exit.
And the prospectors?
Dead. Gorako attack. If I had chased them, I would have perished too. Let this be a lesson. Always go your own way.
So you're a fortune teller?
Not exactly, though prospectors do ask me to read the planet's fortune from time to time.
They want you to tell them where to mine, right?
Exactly. But my gift is not so precise as to provide specific locations. What I see, I share. It is up to them to interpret my visions as they see fit.
Do you really see visions?
Not in the way you assume. I observe the world around me, and the voice within my mind speaks. Everyone at this outpost has a unique energy. Take Doma, for example. Strong, like a boulder. While waves of fear swirl around the cantina, they crash against our boulder and abate.
She makes everyone feel safer.
Yes! Once she asked me what would happen if she left Kobo. I told her what any with open eyes could see.
The outpost would fall apart.
You see it too. The one-eyed emerald holds a leaking barrel. His voice shatters stars.
Hey there.
Cal, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Just checking in. Making sure we got everything we need before we head to Jeddah.
Your journey takes you to the Pilgrim Moon, does it?
You've been?
Sad to say I have not had the opportunity, but I did hear Master Kreese speak of it. If I recall correctly, she said that the Order believed that ancient Force users once called Jeddah home.
Force users, huh? Maybe that's why Seer went to Jeddah. Only one way to find out.
Safe travels. Bring me back something nice. What do you two do for fun around here?
Explore ancient ruins. Fix broken things.
No. I mean, recalibrate your axial piston, loosen your restraining bolt. You know, fun! In my day, we held full moon galas on a mountaintop.
Oh, that is Raider territory now, darling. Yeah, going up there alone is a death sentence. Guaranteed.
Show up at a gala without an escort? I would never. My friends, is this the inaugural meeting for the Kobo Party Planning Committee?
Perhaps. Oh, I don't know.
Then we really could use someone who has a bit more fashion sense. Care to see what I found?
This'll be useful.
Excellent selection.
I'll take it.
Certainly, Cal.
You stay away from Ravis too, you hear?
Maybe he forgot about the fake tuner I tried to sell him.
Not likely.